Hello everyone and welcome. Today we are answering a fundamental question in chemistry: what solvent is used in thin layer chromatography, or TLC? The simple answer is that there is no single solvent. The real answer is all about finding the perfect solvent system for your specific experiment, and that's what we'll explore. Think of TLC as a race. You have a stationary phase, which is usually a thin layer of silica gel on a plate. Silica is very polar. Then you have the mobile phase, which is the solvent or mixture of solvents that climbs up the plate. Your chemical sample is spotted at the bottom, and the race begins. The key principle here is polarity, often summarized as like dissolves like. Since the silica plate is polar, polar compounds in your sample will stick to it strongly. Non-polar compounds will not stick as much. The solvent's job is to act as the mobile phase and carry the sample compounds up the plate. The polarity of this solvent determines how well it can compete with the silica plate for your compounds. If you use a very nonpolar solvent, like hexane, it won't be able to pull polar compounds off the plate, so they won't move far from the starting line. If you use a very polar solvent, like methanol, it will be so good at pulling compounds off the plate that everything, both polar and nonpolar, will race to the top together, resulting in no separation. This is why chemists almost never use a single, pure solvent. Instead, we create a solvent system, which is a carefully chosen mixture of two or more solvents. By mixing a nonpolar solvent with a polar one, we can fine-tune the overall polarity of the mobile phase. Some common nonpolar solvents used as a base are hexane or petroleum ether. To this, we add a more polar solvent to increase the pulling power. A very common and versatile partner for hexane is ethyl acetate. You might start with a mixture of 90% hexane and 10% ethyl acetate. If your spots don't move enough, you know your solvent system is not polar enough. So, you might try an 80-20 or 70-30 mixture next, increasing the amount of the more polar ethyl acetate until you get good separation where your spots are spread out nicely in the middle of the plate. Other common solvents include dichloromethane, acetone, and for very polar compounds, a small amount of methanol or even a drop of acetic acid might be added to the mixture. So, the solvent used in TLC is not one thing, it's a precisely adjusted mixture, a recipe developed by the chemist to perfectly separate the specific components of their sample. It's a process of trial, observation, and adjustment. Thank you so much for watching. If this video helped you understand the role of solvents in TLC, please show your support by liking, commenting, and subscribing to the channel. It truly helps us make more educational content for you. We'll see you in the next one.